When it comes to Naughty Dog, I think of two series, Crash Bandicoot and the series I'm here to talk about today, Jak and Daxter. Yes, if you know me, then you would know that I am a huge Jak and Daxter fan. But today, I'm going to take a look into the game that started the whole franchise, Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. This game was made in 2001, but does it still hold up? Let's find out.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that
The game starts off when two boys, Jak and Daxter, travel to Misty Island against the orders of Samos the Sage. Then they see two people addressing an army of evil creatures known as lurkers.
Continue your search for artifacts in Nico. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
However, one of the lurkers ambushes the duo. Jak destroys him with an eco barrel, which causes him to knock into Daxter, who falls into a pool of dark eco. But the dark eco changes Daxter into an Otzel, and informed by Samos that their only hope is to find Gall, a sage who knows about dark eco.
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Gall Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages.
So the boys start their adventure to find Gall, figure out the mystery of the precursors, and yes, changing Daxter back to his original form. The story is very simple, but it works when it leads up to the gameplay.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you!
Get in there! Before I turn you both into ferns!
Jak and Daxter is a typical platformer. Unlike Crash Bandicoot, which was a completely linear platformer, Jak and Daxter goes more of the 3D free roaming. There's actually no level selects. From time to time, you will see the zoomer in several occasions, like going through the fire canyon, beating the lurkers in the mountain pass, etc. The game is 100% load time free. Sweet! You play as Jak with Daxter on his shoulder with the basic platformer moves like the punch and kick. The main objective of the game is to collect power cells, which help progresses the story, and I love these poses Jak and Daxter makes. Some of them can be found in a hidden spot, while others you can get by completing a certain task or defeating a boss. There's also these egg-shaped things called Precursor Orbs, which is used to trade for power cells. There's also Scoutflies that are found in Red Crate. Collecting all 7 of these in every area will reward you a power cell. Jak can also harness Eco, which is the main life source of the Jak series. Blue Eco increases your speed, activates Precursor artifacts, and attracts green eco and precursor orbs. Red eco increases your strength, which is helpful against stronger lurkers. Yellow eco can let you fire fireball projectiles, and green eco increases your health. You can use these by finding clusters that give you a limited time, or event that will let you get a full charge for the maximum time. I have to say though, that the bosses weren't very memorable. I mean, yes, I did have fun with them. It wasn't really a strong point of the game. I also didn't like going through the fire canyon. Mainly because that you have to hit every balloon that is there. Not only that, but there's also pits where you can fall and die. But then again, it's easy compared to the lava tube. And it's also easier compared to racing against the lurkers in the mountain pass.
I'll say something really teary at the funeral, like, "How am I gonna get changed back now?"
But aside from that, the gameplay is really fun, and I gotta say, well done.
And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds, just waiting for some...
Jak and Daxter's design is in one word, fantastic. Even by 2001 standards, all the areas were very well detailed and beautiful for your eyes to see. It did have a few jungle areas like in Crash Bandicoot, but through the game, and things changes differently, and they're all unique to look at. The game also shifts from day to night as well, which I think is a really cool idea, just like in the real world. Even though the game was released in 2001, Jak and Daxter's design still holds up very well.
By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
The music is decent as it fits into the atmosphere. I can't really say much about it. So, here are some of my favorites. The effects are really good. I really like the jingle when you collect Precursor orbs. And let's not forget the power cell jingle. Voice acting is great, and I have to say they're really funny at times.
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
And Max Casella as Daxter, I have to say he is hilarious.
Look, old man! Are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess? Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine. Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
And Samus was really great as well.
What in green tarnation do you two want? I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
So the voice acting is solid, the music is decent, and the effects are good. Jak and Daxter is an absolute awesome game. It is now tied with Jak 3 as my favorite Jak and Daxter game. It shows a good story, awesome gameplay, smooth controls, fantastic visuals, and memorable characters. Even though the sequels were awesome, this one feels more like the traditional platformer. This is indeed one of the best 3D platformers out there. Jak and Daxter is a game that you must get, and I repeat, you must get if you're a fan of 3D platformers. My final rating for Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy is 9.3 out of 10.